I'm so excited.
The
I'm
anxiety
so
just-
excited.
I could be having a good day, and then it's just, ooh, it's a bad day.
The anxiety
You
never
have things
leaves
to be
my
worried
body.
about.
True.
Yeah,
We
you are.
experience life
excited.
like prey animals.
Alrighty. Does anybody want to sum up what's been happening so far?
I was
Like
called a liar
recap
last time,
wise,
so
or
cross.
sorry, downtime recap, or like.
Recap in general. Vega counted out 24 lies, man.
Big as a liar.
You realize that's
No,
like
they're not.
more
No, they're
lies than minutes per recap, right? Like it didn't take you 24 minutes to recap, but you lied multiple times a minute
You're
then.
lying to me right now.
I was
'cause
like, 3 lies a minute.
tell the truth.
So like, downtime happened, and I'm gonna be so real with you. She looked for secrets, found them. She did some looking and training. Training went good. Secrets, I built a wall.
And
I
stopped a revolution
and it
or a
was
riot in one day.
I calmed the citizenry.
And the Embrace paid for the wall.
Yeah, they did. They're gonna pay for it when they're like, let's just walk into the city. Oh no, you researched your own religion with some pretty basic questions of said religion.
The cult?
Yeah, religion, cult, they view it as one thing. We view it as another. Who
Did
can
that on a
say?
tier 3 result.
What a champion of Samson you are.
I know.
And then
Well, to be fair, he wasn't getting outside confirmation because, like, the idea of like your god might be viewed this way from your own culture, but outside culture might view you a different way. So he's getting confirmation from outside cultures.
And I don't know. Have you done anything on the 6th day yet?
I was going to start to recruit people, but that would be done at the end of the 3rd day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we're on, I guess, your 6th day, I think. And that's where we left off, downtime wise. Oh, a couple other things that happened during downtime. No ships are coming in. No ships are really leaving, which is not ideal for a maritime economy. We don't know why. Pietro came back with a living zombie, I think. Or at least,
A ghoul.
a ghoul. And then he's going to do a Shackles to Shields initiative, where slaves will be made into trained fighters.
You know,
What's
you
up?
got ghouls in this, and you're telling us that Ends people weren't the Brotherhood of Steel?
So you've now accused 2 different groups of being the Brotherhood of Steel.
Who were the other ones?
There's the Steel Excess,
Oh,
which
I
your own.
forgot about them.
The only link between the Steel Excess and the Brotherhood of Steel is they will have steel in their name, and that is it.
Okay.
It's a common material.
This is going to be the same thing as, like, who's Rosalind?
And
I just feel like we're playing Fallout 4.
cool. So we're not.
Fallout 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, yeah.
Fallout doesn't have
To be fair.
Jesus.
No, I'm going as a Superman.
No, I guess she's
The,
just a death
the
claw.
children of Adam?
Yes.
I don't know who the children of Adam
Don't
are.
worry, because we're playing Fallout 4.
No, we're not.
Children of Adam, not in Fallout 4.
Yeah, they are.
Where? DLC?
No, you run into him, one of them, and they're in the DLC.
And
And
include
you
the
meet them
DLC.
in the glowing sea.
Yeah, wench,
know
catch
that.
up on your Fallout lore.
I need to play Fallout 4 again.
Yeah, you meet him in the glowing sea before you go and meet what's-his-face.
Never
Okay.
played Fallout 4.
I've modded it,
Yeah,
and
me
then the
either.
game shattered it.
Why are you lying right now? Why are you lying right now?
I literally, every time I'm in Boston, I'm like, this happened here, and then this happened here, and then this happened here, and this is called Swan Lake.
Ooh, Diamond City.
Let's
Let's go.
Alright.
Alright, let's play Fallout 4.
No. 24th of... you guys did the recap? Feeling pretty good about that. Once again, Sini has acquired the inspiration, and I can't wait for her to spend it on Luigi, and then for Luigi to biff it anyways. As...
Who knows what a little way? I feel like you can almost predict what she will do, what I will do, and then you're like,
I'm the wild card.
I want to wrestle a fish to prove my dominance over the sea goddess.
Ion's gone. Someone has to.
No one has to be a chaos gremlin. You're electing to be a chaos gremlin. This is an honorary title you've given yourself.
I
Damn!
stand by it. I take a lot of pride in that.
That's fair.
people are doing things actively. You guys can like mess around and be chaotic and all as you want, and I get to do things like just totally on my own and just do whatever here, which is great for me because like the clock's always ticking, and the Embraced aren't being like, all right,
Time to wait for them.
we're gonna wait around a while. Why? The story doesn't say we're allowed to come in yet. Haven't you read the notes?
A little avatar project like fucking PNG and just put the Embraced.
But as we are on the 24th of Drywood of day 7 of downtime, Pietro's shackles to shield plan has gone underway, where he is taking the various slave markets that we have here, and he's using the funds that Sophia has in order to buy the slaves at a discounted price, and free them after they are done defending New Pinion.
I'm with it.
Some of the slavers don't love the fact that they are being told that they're selling their wares at a discounted price. They want to sell at a full price. But as
Can I get
nobody,
to fuck people up for that?
sure, I imagine
Nice.
you and Pietro's group went around a little bit. You guys had to smash some slavers' faces, and then very quickly they're like, "All right, well, this isn't gonna work," and they realized that fighting against Pietro is not gonna work. So you guys just kind of took whatever you wanted. You are higher up pirates, and like. Slavers aren't known for bravery, you know?
It is the trade of cowards.
It is the trait of cowards.
Except for Blast, who just happen to have a lot of explosives to do with
Well,
cowards.
he's not that's not like his main thing he does. He mostly does whatever he wants to in that given moment. He's like a chaos gremlin, but he's got power, so he gets to do it.
Are you saying that Luigi is not powerful?
You get to higher levels already, and it's like, I'm a level 9 flippin' sensor. I have the powers to like fight ancient dragons, and it's like, well, yeah, now you get to do whatever you want now, because I'm gonna stop you, and you're gonna go. I destroy your entire family line.
Oh, that's sick.
I have no idea what higher up sense of powers are, but it sounds about right.
Something like that.
So we have a few things that I know that you guys wanted to do. Shackles of Shield plan goes underway. Luigi is on your second day of recruiting. You have been able to discover that Sophia is also actively recruiting. So you are helping that. It's not like if you don't do this, there will be no army, but you are bolstering the army by getting more recruits in. What does everyone else want to do this day? Yes.
I want to investigate why there are 0 ships coming in.
Ah. Okay. I think this is going to be somewhat easily. How do you want to do this? I'm going to put you at 1 day for this. Because it's not fixing the reason, it's just investigating why this is happening.
I would probably go to... Because I assume the ships have to come into port, obviously, and, like, the people working at the port would probably know. So I'm going to go investigate and ask the people at the port if they know why there are no ships coming in and out.
The people responding that, like, there are some fishing ships that do go in and out, but they don't ever go through Dropgate, which is leaving the New Pinion. Like, there's like waters on the inside, and inside the water is also like a little island, and no ship that's gone past Dropgate, like has left the island entirely, has come back at all, or there's been no ships that have come through Dropgate that have been new. But if you want, that's like information I'll give you without a roll. But if you want to figure, because that's not telling you why, that's just telling you, yep, no one's come through in or out. So what do you want to, how would you figure this out?
I am going to roll to... I don't want to intimidate them because that's not ideal. But I can interrogate them. That's not one of my skills.
You can still do it raw. Okay. No. Fuck.
You said it!
There's a lot of layers on that.
So yeah, you could do it raw.
I'm just gonna roll. Just base.
Raw.
That's
All right,
raw.
so you need to tell me a little bit how you are doing this, so I can tell you one of your
more
your
water?
5 modifiers you're using.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the higher ups at the port and ask, like, is there a specific
Yeah.
why are they not allowing ships to come in, or do they have an order to not?
They'll say like, no, there's no orders that Sophia isn't saying like nobody can come in. If you want to know, you're gonna have to get closer, and you have to go get one of the fishing boats for the day.
I'm doing it.
Cool. So give me an intuition check.
I don't have anything for intuition, so that's
Ah.
just gonna be a base roll. That's a 7. Yeah. No.
You spend the day. You find that there are indeed some fish around here. Some of them are rather big. But you don't think the fish are stopping people from coming in. It seems like
There's
regular.
obviously
This
something
is
else.
giving
stopping.
bird. Like, oh yeah, you were just staring, following you around.
The goose.
The goose, that's what it was. I was like, I can't think of what it was.
Bird.
It was just a bird.
The fucking
Bird.
goose. The goose. Oh
Bird.
my fucking god, I forgot about the goose.
Oh,
I
So
did
good
not.
to know. I wasted a day.
Yeah.
Not finding anything.
Are you
Yep.
gonna print the goose?
Oh my fucking god, imagine.
Sorry, I'll leave all questions till the end.
You.
Because it's not a real question.
Why do you say that like you're going to remember? I mean,
Don't make that face. You know it's true.
yeah. But it's just goose. It isn't like actually.
With a question mark.
I can see this. Like 2 months from now, you're gonna flip and be like, where did I write it? Ooh, goose.
I know.
And I'm gonna be like, I don't know what just goose means. That doesn't mean anything to me. Okay.
Samson's evil brother, the god of geese, Manson.
No, that's so dumb.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Okay. Moving on. What is Sylvia doing with her time here?
I love how we have like fucking setups and you're like,
Paper.
Let me
Paper?
Paper.
Yeah.
Paper.
So I've trained Flork. I've investigated.
No, you have trained Blork. You failed in training Blork.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. His stats didn't change at all.
Yeah, they did.
No, I
Didn't you give
thought
him
she
some stamina?
succeeded.
Oh, no, he's got his stamina that he had before. You rolled a 9, 2, 1. You didn't get to move
He's
at all.
got 5 recoveries now, and he's got 6 stamina.
Which is what he would have had if you hadn't trained him at all. Because he had tier 1 result. I was just like, this is his stats. You didn't ask me. Why are you throwing things at me?
Well, did you throw Blork? Oh, no.
Oh.
okay.
Never.
I would never throw my winged child.
You got a tier 1 result. You failed. I don't know what to tell you, man. You could try again. It's been another 3 days. By the way, for those who are wondering, it's currently as in draw steel. Recovery is, I believe, a third of your hit points. So every time he spends a recovery, he gets 2 points back.
2?
2.
Blork is. Wait.
He has
Blork is
6
gonna
health.
die so
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
So
You see why I'm like I was a failure? Because he has 6 health.
Get Blork armor or something.
So I'm actually going
level
to
What's up?
train myself.
What?
I'm gonna go and like practice and like go into the woods and like.
You go off into the jungle with the embrace and the dangerous things that have been there last time.
Hey, you know what? You get to walk through the brand new wall. Congrats, you're the first person to use it, baby.
She wouldn't go like 1,000 miles away. She'd
Okay.
just be on the edge of the forest
To-
shooting her bow.
To what avail? What do you want out of this?
I just wanna.
What does a success look like for you? Because I could see a failure happening, and I could see nothing happening, and I don't want to like set you up for failure or nothing. So to what end?
I'm thinking.
She's consulting.
Actually, why don't you consult, and we're gonna go over to Cho,
Resident Noble.
Hi.
our resident hyena.
So to recap, the jungle side where the people live now has a pretty sturdy wall,
Yes. it
and the
does-
waterway's gated.
And the waterway into the city is gated. However, the waterway by the farms, not gated. The farms, not gated.
So the farms are just outside of the gate where
The farms are like sprawled out a little bit further because of the fact that they are a farm, so they required so much more area. You
Yeah.
require more area, you have more perimeter, and like the edge of the farms is like the jungle. So it's like, oh, and some of the jungle has been cleared for you to create a wall. But it's like if you want to create more walls, you need to clear much more jungle, and that's going to take a much larger amount of time.
So, 3 questions before I decide what I'm going to do, because
Okay.
I know that I convinced some of the citizens that I previously talked to help me build this wall, like the one
Yeah.
around. Would they be willing to help out with the farms because it's their fucking food source?
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't change the. You rolling to do the farms is you talking to the
Okay.
citizens. Yeah.
Second,
There is no world where Chode like, I build the wall all by myself.
no,
And it's like,
no,
no, you don't.
Second question: if we secure the farms, is that essentially like securing food for all of New Pinion, or how many people would this effectively feed in terms of?
So the farms itself are not enough food for all of New Pinion. It does rely a little bit on input trade.
Okay.
As the New Pinion does not currently, as it is with this market, it does not stand enough to feed all of its people all the time, which is why it constantly has people coming in.
Yeah.
Ships coming in. But that answers that question.
Third question: what is the food situation like now? If there's no trade coming and going. Like I know there's
Starting to
fishing
dwindle.
boats. Huh?
Starting to dwindle.
Okay, so we're not gonna do the wall right now. Cho is going to try to find a way to bolster the food output of both the farms and the fishermen. How this goes, I can see it a couple different ways, but do you have any input onto how that might happen, or do you want me to like just throw an idea at you?
Well, we've talked about feeding people before. How big do you want to feed?
She's going to try to find a way to get stable food enough that like most people aren't going to starve in New Pinion.
So you want to do the entire city?
Yeah, I know we talked like 10 days for that.
Yes, 10 days.
Okay. And the methods for that, does that matter? Or is it just like I want to do X?
What method are you going to use?
I was thinking twofold. I was thinking for the farmland, profit of life, she can go help bless the land.
Okay.
And then for the fishing, honestly, this might be where like she's looking for people that are local and knowledgeable, and she might like, if you want Soleil to be a part of that, like she run into Soleil trying to figure out like the food issue because you were looking at the docks. That could happen. Be a scene if you want.
Yeah.
DM.
I'm totally down if you guys want to talk at the docks together. Yeah. So you're going to spend the next 10 days getting food?
It's a necessity.
So it's bringing you to day 16.
Yeah,
Yeah, so the next 10... So,
it's rough,
yeah, that is rough.
but it's food.
It is food. Okay. So as you are going over to the docks and talking to the fishermen, and you're trying to like get things to go over, because like if you're going to do that much, the first day isn't like let's go get fish. First day is coordinating.
Yeah, it's figuring out like where we're standing and how.
Yeah, and you being like you need to go do it. It's like well you want authority, and you're like Sophia's, and you're like it's frick. And they're like oh wait no I recognize you. You help us put up that wall. Yeah. So it's like it's getting things together. And you guys run into each other as you see a pirate coming off of the fishing ships.
This is wonderful. She'll try to like flag you down, but be as like non.
Threatening.
Yeah, like when she's like,
Possible.
"Excuse me." Would she respond to the excuse like just like being flagged down at all, or she's like, "I'm just gonna keep fucking."
Yeah, she'd stop
moving." Okay.
and be like, "What do you need?"
Knowledge. I'm trying to fix up the food issue here, and it looks like you just came from the fishing boats. Are you a fisherman?
No, I'm a pirate, but I'm trying to find out why there are 0 ships coming into port.
Oh, did you?
No,
Unfortunate. I'm sorry for that.
there's fish. The fish aren't the problem.
So
There's fish.
the fish being here is good. No fish, no problem.
The fish aren't the problem of why there's no ships coming in. But I don't know why there's no ships coming in, because I can't.
She's gonna like lift her head slightly, like kind of go up to her full height to peek over the edge of the closest boat and be like, "Why aren't there any? Did they get? Is there a storm? Are they?"
I asked, they said there was no orders from Sophia to stop ships coming in.
That is problem, and that explains why food is getting scarcer. I don't mean to be rude. My name is Cho. I don't think I've seen you before.
I am Soleil.
Soleil.
I'm a part of the Ragged Batch.
Oh, Pietro's crew? Oh, it's very good to meet you.
Obviously not one of the old men. Am I probably one of the youngest people, if not the youngest person?
I mean,
Actively, like, not.
I feel like there
Deckhand.
is other creatures like goblins and stuff who are younger by years, but because of the fact that they mature rapidly,
Yeah.
they're still like effectively older than you. Because you're like a young one.
I'm a
like-
22-year-old human.
Yeah, and there's like, this
Like,
grouchy old like goblin on the board that's like, yeah.
So yeah, the youngest member of the Ragged Batch.
Oh, I think you and I might get along in that regard. Though I don't really, I'm not very good at this. But my point being, do you know how to make fishing better? I'm not accustomed to maritime management.
We would need more people to actually go out on the boats to fish. We're not getting any imports in, so we would need people out to do the fishing.
So, I know that Pietro is doing a Shackles Shields initiative. Are any of those soon-to-be free people fisher folk or accustomed to maritime travel? Because they would make much better fishermen than simply going around town hoping to find one.
I can ask.
You would know that oftentimes some slavers will attack other ships who are just merchants and whatnot and press all of them into slavery. Those people would be sailors.
So obviously I would know that being...
Sailors who aren't great at fighting, but sailors.
There are some slaves who were sailors who were attacked by slaving ships.
You see her like perk up, her like ears even flick upwards a little higher.
So there would probably be at least some sailors.
Could I ask you to, what is pirate term for talking? Coming to deal? Part starts with P? I know not. Parlay?
Yeah.
With him?
Yeah.
About this thing? And if there are any others that are farmers or... Maybe the merchants would even know why there's no ships coming in.
Yeah.
Then... I am... She, like, takes a second, clearly, like, oh, fuck, I didn't expect to do this today. And then points to, where the fuck are we staying again? A hotel? Yeah, the nearby hotel. She's like, I am staying in there for now. I am only really in there to sleep. You will find me at... And then she gives you her room number, because I don't know it. Feel free to come anytime, but most of the days you will find me... I am difficult to miss. She points to the giant glowing halo. Just approach me if you need anything.
Look for the shining halo and...
It's difficult to miss me. But with that in mind, I continue to try to find more boats and fishing nets and hope that we don't ruin the ecosystem in the waters. Ah! And then she proceeds to turn and hurry back off to the next ship where she's going to go talk to people and be like, hey, can you, like, fish more?
So then Soleil would turn around and go to where Pietro and all of the newly freed slaves are to try to find A, if any of the merchants might have heard anything, and B, who would be able to help with fishing.
I think you've...
I've wasted my thing for
yeah,
the day, so it's fine.
You do your thing. You're like, no idea what ship's coming in, but it's not been great, and you see everyone's kind of feeling kind of down.
Yeah.
Just the vibe of the entire city is just kind of down. Sylvia, did you figure out what you're doing today?
So I'm going to train with work.
Ah, that'll do.
I was reading my thing that I had typed and I have read it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to be training with work.
Okay. Go ahead and give me.
I'm gonna use.
Oh, you can tell me how you're gonna do it. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna see. Fuck, I don't have handle animals. I'm going to utilize endurance so we can kind of go all day.
You and Blork?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Shut.
Okay.
All
I
right.
need you to backspace the implication you just put out there.
If you're going to do that, I'm gonna have to put you down for might. You're gonna have to use. See how like it's just. You're doing endurance training. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a might roll then.
Okay. I don't think I've done a might roll then.
Do you
Is
have
there
a might?
anything different?
So go to your.
So endurance is like your like little skills, or you could do intuition and not endurance, which because it's like your bond with.
I'll do
Blork.
intuition then.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Still with endurance?
Unless you want to be like we're running ragged. No, not endurance. 2d10.
The thought of Sylvia and Blork doing suicide sprints in the forest is really funny to me.
Yeah.
Blork suicide flapping.
Slams into a tree.
It does that thing where like and you don't ever stop anymore, so he's just doing it in a circle now. You know, you've seen like the pacer test.
If he's like, if I land, I will not get up.
Yeah, or like turning around is like
But also-
awful during pacer.
Fuck the pacer
10.
10.
Yeah.
Blork enjoys his time with you. It takes 3 days.
You know what? He loves you even more now. He's like, oh, it's the one that lets me do the dumbest shit while I fly. This is wonderful.
So is that was one day or?
So you're supposed to roll. When were you going to roll?
I don't remember.
It takes 3 days to train Blork.
I've
I'll tell you
already
what.
done
I'll let
3
you
days
because you
work.
didn't do it at the right time. I'll be a kind GM. It takes 3 days normally to train Blork.
I've already done 3 days with Blork. though.
Yes, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So it takes 3 days to train Blork, and you can train Blork multiple times. If you wanted to, you just sat down like, I'm training Blork 10 times during this 30 days. You could. And just be like, all right, I'm gonna train him 10 times, and I'll buff his stamina and buff his recoveries. So spending another day, so 4 days would give you an edge in the test. Spending one less day would give you a bane. It's -2, or you can go for 5 days, 2 edges, or 1 day. That would be double bane, and you take 1 tier lower. And then double edge is 1 tier higher. Does it make sense? Do we need to re-explain again?
I'm gonna do 2 days with Blork.
2 days?
Yeah.
With the
So
bane?
5 days altogether.
Oh.
Okay. So then we'll have you roll tomorrow, and we'll discount that roll. Sound good?
Sure.
But it will be with a bane. So on the at the end of the 7th day, who would figure this out? I think Cho would, because you're off training Blork, you're investigating into the port, and maybe Luigi would as well. The Solalians who were here, you might recall them as Counterspell. At the end of the day, they're gone.
Good
Hallelujah.
riddance.
Hallelujah.
They did not take any shit.
They're
They have
Solalians.
the
That's fine.
Teleport ring that Isol was talking about.
Okay.
I honestly forgot about them until you mentioned it.
Day 8. Sophia has declared that no ships are to leave without her permission. No ships are to proceed outside of the island New Pinion. Explaining that this is a precautionary measure because no one has come through yet. No ships came in last night.
Again.
Like,
So that's-
fishing ships did, but any ships that were beyond Dropgate, nobody did. Pietro also leaves in this morning.
Come back, Pietro.
And that night, the Cerulean Hue, before the declaration went out, also left.
Not ideal.
And as
Wait, like left port or left?
left the city
Okay.
with their ship. So they left the airport.
Pietro and they did?
Pietro left, and as you previously, Sylvia would know, that Pietro is going back into the jungle.
Okay.
He's going to go
So
scavenging.
his ship's still here, but
His ship's still here.
Okay.
So he's
Just wanted to check.
Yeah, he's landside. The Cerulean Hue have left on their ship, and at this point, there is no denying it. As there's quite a few things today. The city is absolutely getting more melancholy, and I think Cho, you don't think that that's normal.
Oh, fucking for sure it's not. I imagine like she's like
People
going.
are like very
Depressed?
like depressed very quickly.
She like walks out. She's like, "Hey, how's it going?" They're like, "Thought about jumping today." She's like, "Okay, let's bring it back."
It's
real
been going
quick."
on a little bit the past few days, but you've been busy. But now I have it. It's
very
now
apparent.
known. It was a secret event that progressed. Because as things happen, I can have things start, and then it'll take a few days before they kick off, and you feel the effects. For instance, it wasn't all in one day that the ships just stopped coming in.
Yeah, you mentioned every day like, no ships came in, no ships came in, no ships.
No, it
came
was
in.
like I have it in my calendar that they dwindled, and then no ships came in. And everyone noticed because nobody came in. So like the effects happen, and then at a certain point they're happening now, and they're now a problem. So
Well, with everyone being melancholy, I would imagine part of Luigi's recruiting is holding rallies to build morale to, one, get people to fight, but the idea is if you convince people to fight, you raise their spirits and their patriotism. So I think that would kind of go hand in hand with what I'm already doing.
yeah, you can absolutely try to raise their spirits that way. I'm gonna let you know if you're trying to figure out and solve this melancholy. That's gonna be something else, or you could keep trying to recruit. But any roles that I believe will be affected by this melancholy will actually it'll give you guys banes on things. And actually, I need everyone to make might resistance rolls for this.
What
The 30-minute timer didn't even go off.
I'll kill you. What exactly?
That's just 2d10.
2d10 and add your might.
Are there any like skills that might affect it?
Nope, it's a resistance roll.
Okay.
12.
12. Nice.
9.
Nice. Not nice.
17.
17. Everyone else is a bunch of chumps. You feel fine.
Well, that's not great. That's I don't make it. That's a fucking. It's a 6.
6. Both Cho and Soleil, you're feeling melancholic.
Nice!
Luigi's doing great.
Yeah, Luigi's, you're fine. You're also doing decently fine.
Do I notice any difference?
Are you Cho's roommate?
Might be.
Blork's feeling kind of downer.
Oh, sweet child.
Why did you do that? I asked about me.
You notice a difference in Blork.
Like, he's sadder, or like, is he not eating his food? What's the vibe?
He's chewing softly and slowly. He doesn't kind of like.
What
just
is wrong
inhale
with my
things
son?
anymore.
What is
He's
wrong
polite.
with
You see
him?
a big, like, there's like a whole pile of like trash. There's like the cartoony, like there's a banana peel on it, and you're like walking through the street, and he just walks by it. He doesn't even like bury himself in it at this time.
Can I take a break from recruiting to investigate this melancholy a little?
Yeah, you can take a break from recruiting.
I already did 2 days on recruiting, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this would have been your third day. We'll move that to the next day.
Yeah, I'm going to investigate a bit. Why is everyone so damn sad?
Why is my son depressed?
Cho's
What?
like.
So
I'm
Luigi's
impressed.
gonna try and figure this out.
Perhaps
My
they
son.
have not felt the guidance of Samson.
I'm gonna be so fair with you. I feel like Cho would see Luigi's like, I'm gonna go fix the people. And she's like, I'm gonna come
If
with
you walk
you.
up to Soleil
So you're putting
and try to preach Samson,
one more
she
day
will
further
stab you.
in your food.
Hasn't happened yet.
I don't know what to do.
What are you gonna do? You guys can work together, and
So-
you guys could like aid each other, and then like bolster each other and give each
So,
other like, edges and whatnot.
That is what I'm also thinking about,
Honestly,
but I'm also...
I think Sylvia would also be confused about it, so I can do it.
And I'm just depressed.
So if she's like, oh, I gotta go watch Luigi to make sure she doesn't fuck up, and Sylvia's like, I
I
got,
got
it.
it,
You're doing
yeah.
food shit. And she's
I
like,
got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that morning at the Rose's Neck, I'm gonna tell everyone, I think everyone just really needs to hear the good word of Samson. I think that's gonna...
you've made my mood even worse somehow.
What are you talking
I don't
about?
think that's what they need.
Are you-
You know what? If I'm wrong, you can give them a speech later, but I think we should do this first, and we should go and try to figure out what's going on. Because even Glork is unhappy.
Most people I
And I gave him fresh trash last night.
Most people I
He
talked
loves
to
trash.
have felt the same.
Well, perhaps you all need to hear a little Samson.
If you inject
Later.
Samson into one more thing,
You should be so lucky.
you should stop.
You see that like as like Cho's doing that, Blork was like considering biting Cho's like food, and then just
That's so
and like
sad.
goes
Oh
down.
my god.
She's gonna reach over and give him like a little chin scritch, see if he's even remotely.
Interested.
Is he? I know he's not, but Cho would like to make a fucking heal roll to make sure he's not fucking dying or
Do you
something.
want to like heal him?
Well, not heal him, but like I don't know what would be the equivalent of like diagnosis skill, because I don't think there's a
I
medicine
mean,
skill.
I feel like you have magic to be like poof and be healed.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's a good point. I don't spend anything, so she'll use her fucking recovery on him if he's like, just to see if
Okay.
he's like sick.
Yeah, you guys are like in downtime right now, so like recoveries don't really matter to you.
Yeah, so she'll like scritch his chin and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
the,
change?
Light of Ilmater comes through him, and he noticeably perks up. He's back.
Is
Like,
this-
to full force,
And
or...
I'm not, yep. And I'm gonna say with this, I'm not even gonna cost you guys the day, because you've immediately figured out that what this is. I
Is it
think.
magic?
it's an illness.
Oh, we're all sick. Nice!
I don't.
You've now succeeded in investigating before the day is even woken up.
So now we need to
I
figure
love
out
role-playing.
where this is coming in from.
She's
Because
going
it's
to.
a lot of people to be
Well, you
sick.
don't know how it's getting around.
She's
but
going
you
to
do
pause
know
a
that,
second and then just to confirm her
Work on it.
hypothesis, bless herself and heal herself.
Like, no longer melancholic.
Come here. I saw.
I'm not
You
even
don't.
there.
She's not there.
Fuck, you're
You
right.
met her once.
You No, it was just
I'm
me.
fine. It
was
was just
you.
my
You're fine.
son.
It's just
It
me.
was
She's
just
like,
us.
Luigi.
But like, I'm separate. I'm probably at the
Sylvia's fine.
ship or like depressively walking around. New
you
Pinion.
see, like, Cho realizes she's like, oh, there's a cure, and then she's like,
Can we see if Sophia is feeling
Yeah, you can
that
cure
way?
it. That's your job now, buddy. What's up?
Can we see if Sophia is feeling that?
You go see Sophia. Yeah, I can see.
Can I see, like, can I, like, read the captains and see if they're
I-
all feeling some type of way?
Imagine you come in like you're not like chatting with Sophia, just like looking. Sophia seems fine.
So she seems fine, but we're all miserable.
Some of the pirates also seem fine. Not everybody seems miserable.
Just me.
Is there a certain, like, group of people that it
just
seems to
me.
be hitting more than others?
This would be the day to investigate if you want to find that out.
I would love to.
Okay.
So-
Do you also want to figure out?
Yeah, I'll go along with her to try to preach the good word of Samson to all the people.
Which
that
he'll
she's
be
trying
doing
to
after I
investigate.
do this investigation.
Cho's gonna
No,
Try
I'm
to
gonna be
find
right
me.
next to
Yes.
you.
Wherever I am.
because she's gonna be
Will
like,
not
oh,
be able
please,
to get rid
fuck,
of
for the
Luigi.
love of God, can someone continue to do the food thing while I
I
heal
feel
people?
like Soleil is just gonna be like sitting on a dock, just like depressively kicking her feet.
She's gonna come like
just
walking off.
so
You can
sad.
still do something, but until you get cured, you're gonna take an edge on various.
No,
you take a ban on certain
unironically,
things.
she's like, okay, you two do that, I'm going to be back. And she's gonna go to the dock, because initially she's like, I gotta cure the dock, the food people. And then she sees you kicking your feet, she's like, an intelligent person, capable! She walks
Yeah.
up to you, and she's like, boop.
You,
She like just walks up and just does, and heal.
Would you very quickly describe what it feels like to have Ilmater, the god of pain, the lord of the rack, come and cure you
Also
of your
feels the Lord of
illness?
the Rat.
So like, let me, okay.
Am I
Her
gonna
and
stop her
her
for a
sniffles.
No,
second?
no. So he's like, he's suffering. Think of him like martyrdom, the god of martyrdom.
He is the god of martyrdom.
Suffering for greater good.
Okay.
So what I imagine is that like whatever suffering you have, I don't know how emotional turmoil manifests in Soleil. I don't know if it's like she feels heavy, or she can't think straight, or she just kind of cries.
I read your backstory.
It has to do with backstory, so well then that you guys would not know.
For me to do this, can you describe how she would be sad? How is she right now?
Would this also maybe have to do with the secret and like
This could absolutely
Pietro leaving?
This absolutely could do with the secret, but this feeling of this sadness that you currently have over you, where you don't feel like doing much at all, and there is this feeling that washes over you, kind of like a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of like there's like warmth in it, and it's the idea of this is a momentary comfort, but it resolutes and strengthens like your like spine. The idea of, yeah, this sucks, but you've got to keep going.
Yeah.
And that perks you back up, and you are no longer melancholic.
So to explain, she's probably feeling depression mixed with a sense of abandonment.
Okay. So then what this particular here will feel to you is kind of like, okay, I don't know if you ever experienced this, but the idea that you come home exhausted after a long day of not being appreciated, like you're sad, it feels like you're not doing a lot, and someone just comes up and gives you like maybe the hardest hug you felt, but in that moment you're like, yeah, I can kind of relax here.
Soleil wouldn't know what that feels like.
Now she does.
You've been hugged. You've been hugged. The Ragged Batch is a cool crew.
If you would like an easier example that she might compare it to, kicking your boots off after a very long
Hell
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then when
After kicking slavers in the face.
and then she'll lift her
Wow.
hand and you just feel that relief in your system. She's like, do you feel better?
What happened?
There's a disease. Can you take over the food organization while I heal people?
Yes.
She actually would like, she's like,
Would she pick her up?
she would want to hug
Like as
you.
a child?
She's like, could I give you a hug?
Sure.
She then gives you this big old, like, not bear hug because that's crushing, but she's a giant fucking woman. So her hug is probably like your entire torso, but she's really gentle about it. She's aware that she's big, and then she's like, thank you. I'll help you out again once I've got more handle on this. If you see anyone sick, tell them to meet me. Is there like a town square in like the civilian quarter?
Yeah, there's that one place that there is the city hall.
Okay.
That has an area outside that's more open. There's also various like meeting places you guys would know. Remember that one time when they hung a Cremonium Empire woman?
Oh yeah. that
Yes.
was fun.
Okay.
Oh my
So that's
gosh,
in the
yeah.
citizen quarter.
Yeah, I think so. There are landmarks.
There are some like
You've been walking
yeah.
around the city. You can be like the landmark.
like an easily marked like I
Yeah.
almost want to say like city square or marketplace with like an empty center.
Yeah.
And she's like, just send them there because I imagine that'll have the most throughway of people, and Joe can just be like, come here. If you feel like this, come here, and she'll just spend the day.
Blessing people.
Because you'll be doing the fish, like the fucking food shit. So she's like, okay, we're not losing progress on that. That's good.
So you're going to spend your day curing people.
Yes, she's gonna be a healer.
Go ahead and make a roll, but I'll let you know until you figure out how this is happening. It's going to keep happening.
I'm leaving it to them for it. So that would be intuition plus heal.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is plus any skill is +2, right? Okay. Don't fuck me up. So that is a 21.
21.
Holy shit.
You feel like you've done a great job. Like you've really healed quite a few people. You've touched so many people here, and the idea of like making them feel better, and it really is changing how this works and how this how people like treat this. And you feel like you might have seen just about most everyone in New Pinion. There are some people who came in for healing that you don't even think they were melancholic. They just had other things, as they realized you were just throwing out free healing as you just healed so many. And it's like late into the night, and you're like, you're so tired.
Yeah.
You're so tired. And hopefully, as you go back to the Rose Neck Hotel, Fritz and Snickle Fritz will have figured out why this is happening.
But it was a good day. It was a very good day. This is a good ache. This is the kind of thing
Okay.
El Mater likes.
So, Sylvia, how are you investigating the melancholy?
Is there a certain group of people that it is hitting more than others?
You trying to figure out who it's hitting more? Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll for that. I'm gonna say intuition again,
Would he also be doing something to?
and I think you're gonna do another part of the investigation. I think.
Yeah.
So you're figuring out who it's hitting hardest, and you might branch off of that information to find it something else. And you're doing food.
Yep. Thank God. I don't know how you would do the food, but Cho's just.
Fish. She's a food. She works on a
Yep. she's
ship.
good.
She knows how to fish.
She's doing
12. Yes, it is hitting the citizens of New Pinion harder than it is hitting the pirates. It is also hitting the area, with the exception of the silver stacks. Silver stacks harder as well.
It's hitting the silver stacks harder?
The silver stacks and the citizens' quarters. It's hitting those two areas harder, and they are on like opposite sides of the map.
Did
The silver stacks are like well within like the piratey territory.
Yeah.
Did anyone from the Silver Stacks come to get healed?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
an abundance of gnomes.
I was about to say, do they all look like they were like on the cusp of bleaching, like the process of it?
Not like just starting bleaching yet, but like this like scared them,
That's fair.
and they don't know what's going on.
You know, I'm both happy that they're cured, and now I've got a little bit of sway with that people.
But mostly you healed citizens.
Yeah.
There are a few pirates as well. And like some of them like, oh yeah, heal me, and it's like I don't know if I'm actually healing you of melancholy or if I'm just healing you of your hungover, but all right, well I don't have. Like, it takes more time to investigate the one person than it does to heal them, so it's like fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to head over to Silver Stacks and try to get a good look at some of those people over there, and maybe see if I know anything about this magic that's going on, this spell that's making them so melancholic.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
And can I use my magic lore skill?
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad that's coming in handy. What do you want me to roll?
I think the way that you're talking with them is you're trying to piece this out with what's going on here, and you're talking with the various people of the Silver Stacks. And I feel like you with your ties to Cho, they get you decently in pretty fast, as well. Because you're like, I'm trying to fix this, and they're like,
Cho's
okay,
a
cool.
lady of the people.
So they put you in with like the Frank Snoozers, which is like this like family of like adopted gnomes that kind of run the Silver Stacks. Go ahead and putting your heads together, roll me lore. You can roll me reason and add your magic, and I'm gonna give you an edge because the gnomes are helping you too.
Cool. So what do I get for the magic? Is that +2?
+2.
Okay, so it's whatever this roll is +5.
With an edge. 8, 13,
13's tier 2.
and then an edge.
No, that's the total.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that a single edge is
so that's a
2.
mid-tier result.
Yeah, tier 2. That's a success.
Okay.
They have figured out what it is. They don't figure out how it's getting people though.
Okay.
But as they've managed to they coughed one up. It's a worm, a full-on black and gray worm.
Oh, okay, so it's a parasite.
And they started analyzing it, and they're like running through the various like types of magics that have gone here. One, they're able to tell that this worm has no color. In terms of it is purely in black and white.
Vanta Black.
But like there are like a grayscale to it, but it's like
Like it bleeds black?
like it bleeds black, like it bleeds gray, like it doesn't. It's in grayscale.
That's an embrace fuckery.
And also they've analyzed the various kinds of magic they have. It's life magic.
Life
Huh?
magic. What do I know about life magic?
They figured out that it was life magic, and they revealed this to you because Cho's not here. So remember how Grinkham got attacked by the Coronium Empire, and a whole bunch of war criminals from Grinkham fled because they invented a new race, and you're not supposed to do that? That's life magic. So you've got a whole bunch of war criminals here who are gnomes, and they're like, oh yeah, we can recognize life magic. This is life crafting.
And I would imagine it's not the gnomes who created these things. or
Yeah,
else
they didn't
the
make this
gnomes
at all.
Wouldn't be primarily affected.
No, melancholy is like antithesis to gnomish beings.
Right.
They abhor it.
Are there any groups of people on New Pinion that would want to create something like this that I know of?
You tell me. They don't know anyone like, yeah, this person makes like melancholic black and white worms. They don't know anybody like that.
Does this remind me of anything that I would have seen at the Embraced camp? Anything that reminds me of a similar magic? Okay.
But you found it out they are worms.
Okay. Is there like a water source that these people have been drinking from?
Everyone drinks from the river.
Okay. Everyone drinks from the river. Okay.
Well, the food gets watered from the river too, I imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe the river's worth some investigation.
I mean, it rains every now and then. I haven't been describing it, but it does rain, and it rains decently hard some days, and that waters like the fields.
I mean,
But like,
We
you're
would
gonna
have
get
seen
water, you're
something
taking it from the river.
sooner. We would have seen something sooner.
what would you have seen?
if it was what, the rain?
Yeah,
Would we have? Maybe this
Feel
parasite
it.
takes a while to. You feel it.
I feel like it.
Okay. I mean, this is a magic parasite. It could just.
That's what you guys got for day 8. We're now going to move on to day.
Am I just fishing?
You're fishing. You're
you're-
taking over in terms of food.
Thanks. I'm gonna help you out once we're done with this disease.
But you feel better, and if you would like to write your own little like diary note, I think it'd be fun for like as you are fishing. There's a certain amount of fishing that is just meditative. You know, it's like you're mostly just sitting and occasionally catch a fish. That being said, you do
I feel
catch
like Soleil is doing some deep thinking
you do
while
catch
she's fishing.
large fish. This isn't like
Normal.
abnormally. This is normal for you. It's like yes, 6 foot long tuna. That's a normal size. Look at this fish. It's like there are bigger creatures. And this is a fantasy world. This is like gargantuan creatures exist that can like destroy ships. So it's like this is a normal size fish. The 9th day of Drywood. As you guys all awake, once again there has been an event.
Oh shit.
The ghoul that Pietro captured has been slain.
I know.
Nobody knows.
I didn't know. Okay.
Chiefly not Joe's problem right now.
No,
Wasn't
I
it
feel
hidden
like
away?
Kinda.
So then
wasn't,
only
like,
a certain
super
amount of people would know about it.
It wasn't like super hidden. It was like guarded, but it wasn't like if you wanted to find the ghoul, it wouldn't have taken you that long.
where
But
would
it's
If
heavily
Sylvia
guarded.
If Sylvia wanted to find the ghoul, it'd take her half a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's heavily guarded.
Yeah, so that's the question. If you want to investigate that further, you can. That's going to be your active.
Soleil would have
thing
known
for
where
day.
the ghoul was, obviously, right? I assume, maybe, possibly. Okay.
Yeah. I want to know why.
You want to investigate that?
Yeah.
So you're going to push training warrant back into the deck?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to investigate ghoul. Cool. Go ahead as you are piecing this together. I imagine like you were like, I work for Sophia, give me access. They give you access. Go ahead and roll me reason.
Can I do reason
You got a skill, yeah.
Would interrogate work?
You're not talking to the thing. Well, you can, but it's not talking back.
You can't
Ow.
yell at the
Why did
Yell
you
all you want,
die?
it's still dead.
Would criminal underworld apply?
No.
Magic?
Sure.
Okay.
Is that 9?
So I'm reading it, so it's a 9.
Wait, that's huge. That might be a 2-3 result.
What you got?
17.
17.
Wait, no.
Ooh,
So that's...
different.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. Very nice. Oh. So you know how you know a little bit of black ash sorcery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I recognize this?
Yeah. And you've
Cool.
seen some people get murdered before, and you've studied bodies. It is a little bit different trying to find out the murderer for this, especially because of the fact that it's like, who would want this ghoul killed? And you're piecing things together.
Most
the ghoul
people.
hasn't said anything that you know of, at the very least. There's been no information that's been gotten out of the ghoul. But the ghoul has still been murdered anyways. As you look over its body, Pietro, when he brought it in, chopped off both of his legs, one of its arms at the shoulder, and one of its arms at the elbow, leaving only its mouth and torso and like
Half an
right bicep stuff. Yeah. And as of that, it was still like active back then. But you see it now. Its head has been crushed in, and its neck has been turned 180 degrees around. Looking at some of the like marks on the head, it is someone's hands.
So
Someone's
someone
hands
snapped its
came
neck
to it
and
and
crushed it.
snapped its neck and crushed its head until it stopped.
How much force does that actually need? Like,
You know that would take a level of force that is not very common amongst black ash sorcery. So,
I just like to imagine like a fucking giant orc is like, you don't see me, and then like teleports away.
Well, there is an orc on Pietro.
I'll kill you. And they were gonna talk about Unga. I was like, no, it's not Unga. But no, go on.
I don't want to anymore.
I'll kill you.
forgetting his name. Because I lost half part of my notes for a few of the days, and I received it. Yeah, but there was. You might have it actually. So a bit ago, you just talked to another bounty hunter.
I did. Fuck, what was his name?
Yeah, I don't remember his first name, but his like thing was like Hands. It was like that was like his like last name was Hands. Given how he was he was another bounty hunter who specialized in like grappling and stuff like that. And you know that he wouldn't have enough strength to do this.
No.
Damn.
And
So
like
this takes like an unnatural amount of strength.
this is some
Just-
superhuman
no.
strength to
Okay.
crush the ghoul's like superhuman head and like
Okay,
neck.
well, what if it
Wait.
was Unga?
So like, okay, so shut the fuck up. So like,
You think he's got fucking black ash teleportation?
he's on the moon somehow. He teleported there.
Yeah.
There is like a
Moon
like
dust.
bar grate in. So there's like a window.
Question: you say
The window is like bars. There are
Yeah.
bars on it.
Is it like turned? Like, is it like wonky, or does everything
It's
look
fine.
fine?
But like if you wanted to, you could get through that. Because you could black ash.
Yeah.
Would the guards have heard?
Then you could ask the guards. The guards open telling you they heard nothing.
Not even anything from the ghoul.
The ghoul was apparently decently quiet before, and they looked in the next day. Like the guard, like, so there's like a jail cell essentially. There's not like a whole bunch of jails here, but there is like a cell, and there's like bars here. So it's like they're like standing outside, but not like watching the ghoul. But they're like nobody came in.
Is there any sort of calling card?
Looking for any sort of like marker that this happened? No.
Nothing that I can see.
Nothing you can see. Or nothing that anybody left any trace outside of the fact that the ghoul's now dead.
Okay.
But that's gonna be your day, yeah. Luigi, you're spending your third day recruiting.
No, I still want to investigate this
Worm.
worm, so I don't take Bane when I'm trying to recruit.
Please.
Oh, so you have the tier 3 results, though. People are mostly back, but people are going to start sleeping again. Without fixing this melancholy will come back. Because you guys have, you've healed a bunch of people, but you know, the way that, the worms work, they don't, or at least the way that you hope they work, but these are magic worms.
Of course they are.
You're hoping that they're not, airborne. You know? It's you're hoping it's okay, I have to, ingest something. Or whatever to get this in me. They're not I go, hey, how's it going? High fives, and they're you have worms now.
I think what I'm going to do is go to Sophia and tell her everything I know about the worm, see if she might be able to recognize a source of who might be creating this life magic.
Okay. Go to Sophia, see if she can help. Go ahead and roll me presence.
Okay.
And see if you got any skills for it.
I don't think intimidate, lead, or persuade is really
I don't
gonna
feel
help me
like-
here.
Yeah, I don't think any of those.
Alright.
Or you can do persuade. You can do
Okay.
persuade.
And I also get an edge when I use that.
Nice.
So that is going to be +2, +6.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
But you rolled like trash.
What?
That's 10.
That. Yeah.
Sophia.
She's got the inspo, but she's in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
I don't think you don't get it then. What happens is you're like, hey, help me figure out the answer to this. And her kind of goes she says, as far as I'm aware this is a problem. There are other issues that we're going through right now. And as far as she's aware, just have Cho keep healing people. That's her plan. Just have Cho keep healing people. And she goes back to doing her things.
Before I get to say anything.
No, you make your case of you're hey, I want to investigate this. People have melancholy. It's going to bring down the troops. And she's like, yeah, I agree. I hear you all. But Cho can fix it. So just have Cho fix this.
Can I quickly ask her if she recognizes grayscale worms?
She does not.
Okay. So I'm not going to come back to her and
No.
ask about grayscale worms
No,
because she
you-
knows nothing.
She doesn't know about Grace Worms. Do you know who might? Rosalind Silas. The smartest.
But she's gone!
She's not here right now, dude. She bounced.
Is she coming back?
She's not back yet.
Damn.
Nobody
Is
went to
Pietro
what's your
back yet?
plans? What have you been doing? Just,
Is Pietro back yet?
No.
God damn it.
He's out there in the jungle. He's going to be out the jungle for a few more days. He might come back with some more information, or he might be dead. Killed off screen. So that was day 9 for Luigi.
Yeah. So, because Cho healed a lot of people temporarily,
Mm-hmm.
if I go out and recruit, will I get Bane for the melancholy? Because right now, a lot of the people are not melancholic.
Find out tomorrow. You'll find out tomorrow.
Okay.
But it is as Cho. Actually, I don't know if Cho spent another day for food, so I'll find out about that. But Soleil, what have you been doing today?
I am going to go ask Sophia what she might know about the ghoul being murdered.
You're going to investigate that. I'll let you know right now. You do not have an in with Sophia.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't These people have committed a few assassinations for Sophia. You don't know her like that.
Oh, I just know her as the
We're
person
tight.
who's leading New Pinion right now.
It's basically
So-
hey, there was assassination. Maybe she's investigating this, maybe she's not. But getting in there is going to be difficult.
Okay. So maybe I'm not going to do that.
Okay. You would know that I don't have a relationship with Sophia.
Not in the way that
Mm-hmm.
these guys or Pietro has.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't
I don't think any of us have a relationship with her like Pietro has. Except for Grenda.
She's still working on her bank.
Yeah.
Would I have known about what Luigi found out about the worm? Would I know?
Luigi, how public would you make that information?
I make that information pretty public. Maybe I don't. No, I don't think I would make that information public.
And then you don't know.
Damn.
Because I don't want the person who's behind this to start covering their tracks.
Because I had an idea, but if I don't know about the worm, I wouldn't be able to do this.
You can come talk to us. We're a friendly bunch. Even though Soleil refuses to see that.
I mean, Cho certainly seems friendly.
Yeah, Cho has been nice to Soleil.
Stressed
so
to
far.
hell. But, yeah.
Luigi probably would have told Sylvia and Cho about the worm.
I imagine you would, yeah. Because you imagine you're doing it with Sylvie. Like, if Sylvie was, like, trying to figure out which areas were, and you found, the, area. But, Jess is currently going to the bathroom, which is why we're kind of trying to take the most time that we got. Second day of Blork's training is still not done yet.
Bullshit keeps happening.
Yeah.
People are sad.
Lork was sad. He has to recover today.
He is recovered.
No, he needs a day to be a Lork.
We hire therapists for new Pinion, so
You
Joe
guys are
doesn't have
like-
to keep
Just
healing
for
people.
Lork.
Melancholy. Alright, whatever. Blork's also sad. We're fixing this. We're not gonna have this anymore. We can't
I was
have Blork
fine.
be sad. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
fine. We were.
You guys
Luigi was
didn't
fine,
really
too.
care until like Blork's sad now, and you're like,
You're like, no!
oh, we're fixing this
Citizens are
today.
sad.
You're like, he can't be sad.
Joe is sad.
Joe being
Whatever.
sad though is kind of like, Joe feels guilty all the time. It's
Yeah.
like, it's fine.
Not really just guilt. It's
Yeah.
fine.
You know, there's not a lot of guilt otherwise in the party, not active guilt. As much as like
No.
Joe's like on her sleeve guilt, you know? Well, while we're here, do Luigi and Sylvia want to do a little chit chat or in character?
So, do you have any ideas about this worm, this life magic?
No. I went and I looked at the ghoul too, and that's. They use black ash teleportation to get in, which is untraceable mostly, but also used their hands to crush his head, which is not something I know that I can do.
I could probably do that.
Okay, not the point. But all the other people that I'm at least aware of that have this skill, it's not really something that comes natural with this. It's almost like I don't want to say like superhuman because it could not be a human.
You think it's the embraced?
I mean, some people do have levels of strength that are beyond human.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe a minotaur could do that, and like there are giants walking around New Pinion a little bit. They're like more of the hill giants, and like yeah, could it crush a head with his hand? Yeah, it could do it with one hand, but it also couldn't fit in the room,
No.
and the hands are the wrong size.
Yeah.
They look like regular people hands. So
Ooh.
talk about the ghoul.
Oh, yeah, you didn't hear Sophia's plan.
No, I did hear it, and she's fucking crazy, and Cho's gonna tell her that to her face.
Do you actually tell
She's doing
Cho
other
that?
things.
Yeah.
So Cho comes like. This is the 7th day that this happens, or when does this happen? What day was this?
This is
That
day 9.
the ghoul the slain this is day 9. Ghoul
Sophia
slain.
was
Assassin.
not much help with this. She doesn't know anything about these worms, and I'm gonna tell you this so you don't have to hear it right from her. Her plan is for you to keep healing people.
Give me 1 second.
I mean, to be fair, what's Cho's other plan? To not heal people? Like, nah, man. Be depressed. Like,
Build a wall, get food.
She's going to inhale calmly, exhale calmly, and then she's going to turn and start making her way to Sophia's office.
Oh, shit.
Is that how you're gonna spend your day? You want to fight with Sophia?
This
on
won't be
this?
a full day. We're just gonna see how this conversation goes and then go from
See,
there.
Cho is about to look as stiff as
What?
this.
Okay, so I am trying to get through these days faster than a snail's pace. What are you gonna say
They're
to
days.
Sophia? What are you gonna? What's the vibe of Sophia?
No.
She's going to essentially walk in and go, I am building your walls. I am securing your food. I am ensuring your citizens do not revolt against you. Your people are sick and dying. You will rule over corpses. Create a healthcare program. Create people that will investigate this. I cannot do this forever, and I won't do it forever. You need to look into it. Every functioning place has a healthcare initiative.
She comes out and essentially, like, because I'm trying to zoom through this, she's actively trying to recruit soldiers. She's trying to train them. They are a bunch of rabble-rousers. The citizens here are not good fighters. They have not properly prepared for food. She's also preparing food, but she can only do so much as she can. She's also trying to get the gnomes to get back into a war effort, which she's struggling to do that. Also, she points to a statue that's new in the room. She's had an assassination on herself recently, so she's trying to investigate that too. Also, she's trying to investigate the ghoul that's currently going on. Her plate is full, and it's also difficult to rule. And like she says it much more less exasperated than I do, but she's doing a lot. And she's also trying to get like there's another priest of Bahamut who's also been healing people, and she's been trying to like bolster that and send people his way as well. But she can only do so much. She's essentially like, yeah, I am doing things.
This is what happens.
And
when
she's
you
like,
find-
oh, me spending you on healing? She's like, I don't feel bad about that at all. She doesn't feel bad about like, yeah, heal people. Go do that. Like, you're good at healing. You're better than the priest of Bahamut. Great for you. You're a prophet. He's not. Go heal people. You did a better job than he did. And
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
she's like, oh, people are sick? Oh, you can heal people? Why the frick are you complaining about this? Go do this.
Because it's not sustainable.
Yeah, she's doing her best. She's trying to get other things, and more problems are cropping up, and Sophia is handling more problems. She's handling them somewhat quickly. You feel like maybe other ones would have handled them slower. Flippin' Pietro's handling one, and he's not doing a great job of it. He brought back a one ghoul and then got murdered. Like, she's doing her best.
Cho is going to
Is this
collect
okay?
her breath and
Is this okay?
is Sophia well rested?
Yes.
Is she fed? Does it look like she's sacrificing things in order to get this shit going?
Oh, your intuition.
Hang on, let me see if I have any applicable skills.
All of the above.
Empathize. Would that apply here?
I don't think you have any empathy for her right now.
Huh?
I don't think you have empathy for her right now.
You are misunderstanding the fundamental
Okay.
truth of Ilmater, which is everyone gets empathy, baby.
Alright, fine, I'll give you it.
You said this was intuition?
Yeah.
So that is 13.
13. Her days of sunbathing in the solar room are apparently behind her. Her lips are red stained. You imagine she might have been drinking a bit more wine recently. But otherwise, she's no longer relaxing like she previously was. She is working. She's getting things done.
So you
She's
see-
not like Pietro levels of like, ah!
So what Cho does...
She's not at your levels of like, there are so many sick people. But she's like, she's trying to be regal at the same time while she's also trying to get things done.
So Cho, like, she's still frustrated. That's
Yeah.
clearly on her face, but she looks over Sophia with the look that only really a healer can have over people, and she's gonna go. And then she's going to walk over to her, and if she accepts it, she's going to heal her. Because I imagine as a snake woman, sunbathing is actually required to keep your body temperature up. It's required to keep your scales healthy. So she's probably flaking. That can cause diseases.
She's not flaking, but she's cooler than normal, and you do warm her a bit. She thanks you, but also like says like basically
That's
stop
this-
questioning my judgment, because you keep doing that, and she's like, you're gonna stop doing that. Go heal people.
You will not. Watch how you speak to people. Be kinder. I will be back here tomorrow to make sure you are warmer.
Ooh. You're gonna lecture her?
No, she's just going to correct her, like, don't do that.
Cool. Make a might resistance roll.
A might resistance roll.
Oh boy.
This consistency. Show.
This could. Does anything apply to this, or is it just? Huh?
Just might.
Okay. So that is a 13.
13. Hey, it's not too bad.
I don't know what it does though.
Okay, cool.
That it?
So that was day 9, yeah? And then Soleil, what are you doing?
What exactly happened?
I found out.
Melancholic again.
Emma?
Probably. That was the last might resistance roll. That was the last
I'm probably
might
still
resistance
fishing
roll.
because I haven't been told not to otherwise.
All right.
Cho hasn't come back to be like, you're good. So I'm still fishing.
I don't know what happened to Joe that day. I was gonna have her go back out and start healing people after that.
Towards the end of the day, as it takes a while for it to wear off, you come to it rather sticky, having found yourself having been petrified. And now you have spent the day being petrified, and you're now no longer petrified, and there is a note on your chest that says, when I tell you an order, you do it. And she's like,
Shit.
don't lecture me, and then you lecture her immediately, you got turned to stone.
So what Cho's essentially going to do is she's going to go back to her room that night, and then she wakes up. She's then going to turn to Sylvia. I want to leave.
Like the room?
No.
Or the island?
It is self-evident
You're kind of sticky.
that she lifts her hand, and I imagine like
What did
rock
I
cracks
miss?
off. Your Sophia petrified me. Because I told her not to talk to me rudely.
Today?
Yes, I spent the day in stone.
How is she out?
Sophia apparently has a way of unpetrifying people too.
So I will no longer be talking to Sophia. I will not follow her direct orders. The second it is clear that the Pinion is stable, I leave.
Ooh. Abandoning your quest too.
Nope, I said the Pinion is stable. That
Okay.
doesn't mean the quest is done.
Okay. Alright. So Sylvia on the day 9 investigated a ghoul. Soleil got the third day of food. Luigi investigated the plague. Did you figure out anything with that? Yeah, you talked to Sophia.
I talked to
wasn't it?
Sophia, she waved me off.
Cho lectured Sophia and then was told not to lecture her, then lectured her again and got turned to stone for it. Which I think is very in character for Cho, is unfortunately very in character for Sophia as well.
Yeah.
It is now day 10. Blork has still not had the second day of training. Luigi has not yet finished the third day of recruiting. And the Melancholy's back.
Are we doing another might roll?
Cho will she'll come, like,
So all of you guys know Cho, so Cho can go
yeah.
fix
Like
you guys.
immediately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Cool. Do I still not know about the worm? Did none of you fill me in yet?
Nope.
No.
She doesn't know.
Luigi, Cho might have filled you in, but she was stoned for a day.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, what are you guys doing this day?
I am going to ask Cho if she can come with me to recruit some people who aren't melancholic for the day.
Into?
Look, I'm never gonna get this recruiting done.
What
if
am I
these-
recruiting them into?
The army. We have a war to fight. You're not recruiting anything. You are healing these people that you were gonna heal anyway.
You
So-
understand that gives the implicit implication that Ilmater stands with whatever you do with this army, yes?
Does Ilmater want the Embrace to kill all these people?
No, but I don't trust you not to do something against it.
What do you think I'm gonna do? I want these people to survive as much as you do.
I think you're prideful to a fault. And I think that fault will drive you into more wars than you realize.
Whether you think I'm prideful or not doesn't change the fact that if we don't raise an army, the Embraced will completely level this town, and there will be no one left for anyone to save. So will you come with me? Heal these people?
I will heal them nearby. If your voice reaches them, that is as it is. So
Fair
begrudgingly, yes.
So, Cho, you're doing healing of plague.
Mm-hmm.
So you get healing down, and Luigi, you're doing third day of recruiting.
Yes.
If she can,
Because there is healing nearby, I will say you do not take a bane for this.
Sick.
as a extra thing, while she's healing, can she also try to like find the Bahamut priest and talk to him on this day? Because I imagine if she's healing people, other people will be like, "Oh, you go over there for line's too long. There's this fucking dude."
You could, but I'll let you know right now. He's also doing healing, and like people can only get to you so much. So like, it's imagine if you took all the hospitals and went, I know what I'll do. I'll put them in one area of the city and
Yeah.
move them away from everyone else. And it's like people are trying to get to you, you know. So you could do that, but you'll take a ban on any healings.
I'll find him later then. Once people have cleared out, I'm sure there'll be another dude like,
But you're the third priest that you know of in this city.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
And apparently the best one.
There are other priests on like paratrips and whatnot, but like
Oh yeah. Clerical life.
Brain had one. So
Darn,
Cho's
too bad
healing
you're
a
not
plague.
back.
Go ahead and give me a heal intuition.
Same roll as before.
Yes.
User. Oh, I don't need a fucking insult that. I know what I got. So that is an 18.
18. You've once again managed to heal quite a bit of people. They are feeling much better. Luigi will suffer no melancholic banes on this. But again, unless you find out a permanent thing, people are going to get melancholic.
Yep.
But Sophia's plan is working.
No, it's not.
Begrudgingly.
It is working. Having you heal people, you are seeing less. And like, you were gone for a day, and now even you doing nothing for a day, you now got it back to where you were when you were healing it. So this is working.
She's at the end of the day, it's just like a pile of chow on the ground, and she's exhausted.
So Sylvia, what are you doing today?
I'm gonna train Blork.
Nice. So you will take one bane because you're only training Bork for a second day. Or you could spend a third day and not take a bane at all. A bane is my stew.
But this is my second day with him.
Yeah. It takes 3 days to train Bork. You could take 1 day off, but you take a bane. It's you save more time, but you get a worse roll. Of course, if you roll double zeros, you win. So
Yeah, just roll double zeros.
Thanks, guys.
just roll double zeros. Or you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, it's fine. Which score?
Intuition. That's not double zeros.
8.
So,
Blork has had fun.
you enjoy Blork. Blork's back to his unmelancholic self, but yep, you spent the time. Could I get a presence roll for recruiting?
Sure. Can I use my lead skill with this?
Absolutely, you can.
All right. So that's gonna be +6. 17.
17. It's a tier 3 result. Absolutely, you've managed to get quite a few more people into the army. They are not well trained, but they are part of the army now.
Good enough.
That's good.
How many people did I get?
A unit worth.
Okay. Which is
I haven't figured out the rules exactly for this. Other than the fact that I'm trying to make sure that I respect your rules that happen here, and make sure it's like, yeah, no, the army just completely like there's no army and they just die. It's like no, there's at least an army here.
okay.
So +1. No, actually with tier 3 result, +2. You got 2 units worth.
Sick.
Cool. And then Soleil, what are you doing for day 10?
I want to investigate the fish that we're fishing up.
Sure. Go ahead.
Because I was thinking maybe like, obviously we're eating
Yeah, go ahead and
the
roll reason, I guess. Fish knowledge.
fish knowledge.
Nature?
I have monsters. I don't think that's going to help.
It could.
Mhm.
Magic?
What are you trying to get out of this?
I want to figure out if it's the fish that are making people sick. Obviously, I wouldn't know it's a worm, but I want to know if like maybe the fish has been tainted.
Go for it.
Of course, I wouldn't know it's a worm, but like.
Mhm.
So you said it's reason?
Yeah, go ahead, reason.
14.
14. I will say that upon getting a whole bunch more fish, you do cut some open and you find some of the worms inside of the fish. And these were fish that didn't fight as much.
Okay.
And seeing other people being melancholic as well, I think with a 14 in your reason, you're like, there's no way these things aren't connected. So you've been able to deduce that it is the worms.
Nice. Can I find these guys and be like...
Finding Show's pretty easy.
She's collapsed on the ground in the middle
Luigi's
of people.
also very loud.
I feel like she's just gonna like go running with like this cut open fish, finding Cho collapsed and be like, I found worms.
Worms?
And Luigi's gonna like whip his head over.
Oh.
Luigi can canonically just speak as a like through a bullhorn. His voice is just
sure,
loud.
yeah, Lord.
Well, thaumaturgy, it still exists in my heart.
Sure, I mean, I'm fine being like, yeah, you're loud. Like,
And then Soleil would be like, could this be why everyone is getting sick?
Pretty much, yes.
And then Luigi's like, worms.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to... I guess tomorrow I talk to Priest of Seret to bless waters and cleanse her fish of this, and I go bless the crops again. And... Did you see any in the water?
I didn't see any worms in the water, but the fish did not fight. Like,
Yeah.
They were really easy to get.
They had the same thing you had, I think. That worm is... She points to you, and she points at herself. Apparently they're traveling to food. So I will get Priest to bless it, and then... how goes food?
I mean, not good now. This is most of the fish we
3 of them 10 days in.
So...
As long as you're still bolstering it, we can cut out the worms, I suppose, and we'll bless the food. And
Should Soleil show Sophia? Or is Sophia like gonna petrify me too?
I
That's-
mean, I
that's a
think you
Soleil
just bring
question.
worms just to be like, worms! It's like, no, you're not going to come in here with your worms. Like, she's doing stuff. She's beyond your worms. You don't know her well enough to bring her worms.
Potion seller, I require your strongest worms.
Uh,
Cannot handle my strongest
I
worms.
believe that's everyone's day for day 10, but at
Yep.
the end of day 10, we have an event.
Oh shit.
Again.
Sylvie, Brink comes up to you.
That bring.
Well, I had an encounter. You know how the Solalians all left, yes?
Correct.
One of them's back. Or rather, one of them is here now. Well, not quite. One of them came through, asked specifically for the 3 of you guys, in regards to the murder of the ambassador. I said that you had left for Mount Kilter. But I can tell you right now, that was an Axiom Justicar. Now, it's going to take him a while to figure out that I lied to him, too. I don't like Axiom Justicars. I don't like what they got going on there on principle. And I'm very glad he didn't know what I was going on with. But that's an issue for later. I'm just going to let you know, came in, lied reflexively, told him to go away. And
Came
it
in
seems like
searching for the 3 of us?
3 of you.
I don't remember. Did we kill the ambassador?
So on the same night that you killed Connor, you also got framed for a different murder.
Oh yeah, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know who we've killed.
Yes.
What's up?
What are the Solalians?
The Solalians, you would know this. The Solalians is a country of like high elves. They are more magically focused and progressed further.
Okay.
And-
They're like aliens.
No, they have like a bit of a glamour about them. Like whatever you think is like, yeah. So they're more magic.
Okay.
Think, yeah, just they got higher magic tech.
Okay.
But they are also like heavy into like debate and stuff. And Rosalind Silas is a Solalian, but she is a pirate as well. So she's not like a part of their government, but like the same way that like you could be from a country, but you're not part of that country's government. It's like that. But yeah, just the Axiom Justicar. Okay, so day 11, and at the morning of day 11, you guys all get another event. Something happened last night.
Who's
Brighton
dead?
Blast has returned. He's back.
So not my problem right now. So not my problem.
Brighton Blast also wants to be king, but like he's got a lot of things going on.
He left after we did the little Connor thing, right?
Yeah, where you guys blamed another pirate crew for murder.
Where we committed an assassination. Where Cho committed an assassination.
I'll kill you. Me, the person. You'll kill Luigi.
I love the idea of you killing Luigi, just like, I'm just not gonna heal you. And that will kill Luigi.
She'll just stare.
So but you die.
That would be the greatest slight that a fucking El Mater priest could give, is that they don't heal you.
Yeah.
Because they'll heal even people that they're enemies with, dog. If they don't heal you, you are beyond redemption. Holy fuck.
Kinda like
Connor, who
Connor.
is also beyond
Kind of like
redemption.
how Sophia's edging her way over there.
Connor.
Sophia's not doing anything. She's just
Kind of being a bitch.
prideful. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Redeem thyself.
Okay.
Be found
But
wanting.
Brighton Blast has returned. What are you guys doing?
Has he made his appearance like around us, or is he just docked?
Oh, he's docked, and he's also the only ship who's come through Dropgate.
Important to
He's
ask.
the only one who's been able to make it through.
So
Okay.
Cho is gonna do.
Okay. I bet you would know what was going on too.
Probably.
How would Soleil feel about Brian Blast? Would she like him or like?
Brighton's a slaver.
Okay, so she hates him then.
Brighton's a slaver,
Nice!
and on the meeting of the pirate captains, Pietro was supposed to be leading it, but Brighton like ripped into him like verbally. Which typically he'll just like duel him, but it was like no, because like Pietro was like was gonna that's blah blah blah. And Blast is like, the reason why you're not challenging me to a duel right now is because you don't have the fire in you anymore. You're not a pirate anymore. You're a has-been. Which is why like I should be in charge, because I'm actually still a pirate and you're a once were. You're trying to retire right now. This is your backup option. How dare you call yourself a pirate? And like ripped into him. And he spent several days just kind of like, dang. And everyone's like, oh, that's kind of right. So yeah, Brighton Blast and Pietro are not on the same side.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can we all like boss fight Brighton right now?
No.
We'll
No.
die.
Are you crazy? We're level 1.
That's an idea.
Man, one shot of Kraken.
Can I just like yoke him off the tall building?
Sure, and then he'll shoot you in the head, and then you'll be dead.
Damn.
A tier 1 result might kill you. Just, I decide you're dead now.
I can yoink him without a roll.
And he can kill you with that one.
Maybe let's not. I say that as if I'm part of the party.
Yeah.
You are part of the party.
No,
So-
I'm not.
You're sitting at this table.
No, but like Soleil as a character is not part of you guys.
Day 11. What is everybody doing? Cho, people will get sick, but they seem mostly okay right now.
She's gonna go talk. She's gonna try to grab. She's gonna go talk to she's gonna grab Bahamut Man herself and go to the priest of Ceres and be like, I'm gonna be so for real with you, besties. We gotta bless the water.
Okay.
We gotta do something. It's in the water. It's in the fish.
Okay. What are you blessing?
I guess we're going to start with the drinking water. And if we manage to get that done in a reasonable amount of time, I guess we're going to bless the immediate bay.
So like the river?
Yeah,
Blessing.
basically the river.
This is gonna be difficult, but the other ones are like, so Priest of Bahamut is willing to help. He is like a priest of, like the citizens here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's part of his thing. He's like born here. And the priest of Seri is like, it's water. Like
I gotta be there.
I'm
in.
It's my thing. It's water.
Listen, I already stand on land. I gotta do the water
Honestly,
thing.
he's kind of pissed off that you guys are helping him. He doesn't really want that, but he can't do it by himself. And you are by far the strongest priest here, in terms of like the closest connection to their god. So I'm gonna say go ahead. It's gonna take you a day to bless the river, but it's going to be difficult. If anyone wants to help with this, get you some edges. Go.
Do you want any more? Do you want less Banes on recruiting people?
I think that I would put some little Samson prayer into this water.
Okay.
You also gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you go ahead and you roll to aid Cho.
Okay.
I'm gonna say magic and presence.
Magic and presence work for me.
Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Did not fuck
that's
up.
That's a 23.
Did not fuck up. On that shit. Way to be, man. Way to be. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's
So
go,
Cho,
dude.
you're gonna take a double edge on your roll
Let's
to actually fix this.
Okay.
With a 23, you're gonna get a
Watch
double
me
edge.
fuck this up. Is this intuition heal or is this what do you want?
Intuition heal, yeah.
Okay. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
You got it.
So that is a 15 plus a double edge.
So tier 3 result.
Yeah.
You managed to bless the entire. You managed to bless the entire river. Okay, we'll see the results of that tomorrow. Sylvia, what you doing today?
What's
Can I
that? you said again?
fucking do anything? I fuck it up.
20th of
Day
Drywood, day 11.
I'm curious about Brighton's like vibes a little bit, because I don't think like Sylvie would like go super close, but she would probably like go down to like the market type area and just like kind of like ask around and like kind of see like, can you believe it? Like Brighton's like ship came through. That's insane. And kind of like start like planting little, like trying to get more information from people, because
Okay.
like everybody sees things like it's, I know this fucking place is nosy.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, give me presence, and then you have presence gossip? What skills? I don't know what skills there are. If you have, I'm trying to figure out which ones you.
Eavesdrop?
No, that's overhearing. You're saying you're not hearing.
Criminal Underworld?
I'll give it to you. Nice, GM. Why are you frowning at that?
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna take it back now. Then you'll get to criminal. How about that?
That's what I'm talking about.
You guys be mean to me.
Why is everyone so mean to
You mean
me?
me? All I did is it was made your animal companion sad.
All I gave you guys were parasites, dude.
Said presence, right?
Mhm.
And each
You a
skill is
parasite.
2.
Yeah.
10.
10.
10.
Plus?
10.
That is with the plus.
10 plus
10.
10 is it 20?
Yeah, not 20?
Oh, we still have the inspo. Don't forget.
But I didn't get it, so.
Do you want, like, what do you have?
I'm just trying to ask around about Brighton Blast.
What'd you get?
A 10.
It's not ideal.
No.
It's also 908.
But what if something else happens tomorrow that's even more fucked up? Because look at that man's smile. Look at his
There's
smile.
gonna be something.
And look
What?
at me in the eye and say that there's not danger lurking.
There is an event happening tomorrow.
Huh?
There is an event happening
Who could have
tomorrow.
possibly
So
did
basically,
that?
I'm
I
sorry.
did not see that coming.
I'm so
No, that's
sorry.
fine. 10. I'll just kill myself.
10. You ask around, but you don't really get much. You get a lot of sailor stories. So you're kind of like, oh, cool. So anything could have happened. And you're like, you hear things, but you're like, I don't know if any of this is true at all. They are saying crazy things about him, how he did all these great things again, how Brighton Blast has done all of these things because Brighton Blast is essentially the guy when it comes to pirating. He's got mythic level status.
Suck my ass.
He is the most wanted pirate in the entire world. Everybody hates him.
Good. And he doesn't see me, right?
Or if he doesn't, seems to care.
Okay.
You're just another pirate asking around things. Asking about how cool he is? Yeah, he doesn't really care about that. That's normal to him.
Okay.
So, you guys spend quite a bit. Oh, hold up. Let's go to Soleil first. My apologies. Soleil, what are you doing?
Pietro's not back, right?
Nope. Maybe tomorrow. He didn't say when he's coming back.
I can't investigate Bright and Blast in one day, right?
He's not an ally.
Okay, I didn't think so.
And you can. You'll just take double bane.
I'd rather not.
You could still investigate and just take a few days for it.
Then the food would be put on pause.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're up to, I think, 5 days of food work?
No, 3.
I'll keep,
Investigating worms is a day. You've also been moved on to healing people.
So,
Yeah.
2 days for Tro to do the food.
and it's been
then-
2 days for Soleil to do the food. So this
Four.
would be
Okay.
day 5. I'll keep,
I've already got it written down. So you started doing food on the 7th day, and then Soleil did a day of food, and then Soleil did a day of food, and then Soleil did worms investigation, and it's now on day 11.
I'll keep getting food.
So, how many food is that?
5.
Okay.
Because you did 2, I did 2, and then I found the worms.
Yes.
Cho did not do 2. Cho did 1.
Oh, so we're at 4.
Okay. With today being 4?
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty, Rudy. So that night, as Cho, you've spent quite a bit of time blessing the water with Luigi. You're pretty darn tired. And you're like walking towards... Where are you going to sleep?
She doesn't want to sleep at the hotel, but she doesn't have any options right now. So unfortunately, she's going... Unless one of like this... What? Do you have a place you can sleep?
You
can stay on the ship.
You could probably also stay with
Go.
Brenda too.
Yeah.
you have amassed enough goodwill,
That people will let
and
you
you
stay.
also like if you want like I just want to go to like a place and stay the night. You can just stay the night. Like you can just buy a hotel room, or you could also just be like, I need someone to stay the night. And you've amassed enough goodwill amongst the citizens. They will absolutely, and also amongst various pirates. So they'll be like, yeah, you healed me.
She'll stay with you. I imagine like you spot her one day and you're like, why do you? Yeah, you're like, come here.
You're
come
like, do
here,
you need
come
a
here.
place?
Yes,
You're like, you can
please.
stay on the ship.
And she'll go like,
Yeah.
you essentially just see her face plant and she's asleep.
So as you were like heading to the Ragged Batch's ship, a small...
Drunken Lotus, right?
No, that is the name of the bar that you guys are staying alone at.
Right. Okay.
There is a small dragonborn boy that's asked you to come help heal this giant. He is sick, and nobody knows why.
Where's the giant at?
On the outskirts of town.
Like in the jungle?
Like, more towards where, like, the farms are. On the south side.
How does the little boy look?
Is he suspicious?
Is he
I
like
mean,
like ragged?
where you're from, dragonborn are typically beefier. But, like, he seems like a street rat kid. He doesn't seem sick.
So like, Cho would go, but she's also like
Seems like a messenger.
in his embrace. So she's just kind of like,
He doesn't have a lot of clothes on, but like a lot of people don't have a lot of clothes on. It's a more tempered environment.
Thank you.
oh, there's no
I'm not gonna dignify that with an answer about.
She.
people
So I
being
imagine
beefy.
like Soul sees this dragonborn child approach her, and
enough
she's
of an
gonna
answer.
like turn to her and be like, "Do you fight at all? Are you good at defense? Could you come with me?" And then she'll nod and where are they during this? Are they also just walking home, or are they already in bed?
Did you? I
imagine
like Sophia's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go back to the Rose Knock.
Rose neck. Okay. Cool.
So I guess you and I are gonna go
Hell
see
yeah.
if we can heal this.
Soleil is obviously gonna have her hands like ready to go.
You see Cho like off of her back comes like this shield, and she's like, "Lead on, little one, I am with you."
Soleil's got like her hand ready for a dagger and like.
And combat.
Imagine. It's possible.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys go over to there, and like the Dragonborn kid like points the way, and like it's decently easy to find it. It's a hill giant. It's not like a subtle creature. And there seems to be like another man nearby the hill giant. He's kind of like doing one of these.
Cho is going to approach. What is wrong with giants? And she's like meandering closer.
Look over what is wrong with giant. He goes, name's Lacey.
Sure.
Well, take a look at him.
Intuition heal?
Yeah.
For like, there's no other medicine skill.
Go for it.
Okay.
Whoops, whoops, whoops.
The damn free stooge over here. So that is a 22. I apparently heal is really good.
You've been popping off, and I imagine you're like humming with healing.
Yeah.
You've been a conduit continuously throughout the day. Like
She's like vibrating.
Yeah, like, just imagine like coming out of you constantly, and you've just been like on this, and then you were stoned, and then you were back on this. You've just been doing this for a while, and you're getting like maybe like mana sick, mana drunk. You've just been doing it for so long.
I imagine it's like a runner's high almost, except like
You're buzzing.
everything is aching, and she's like, it looks like she was a little bit on cocaine. Maybe, you know what? I like to imagine the halo behind her is like vibrating. It's a little bit too big, and it's like too small at times. The glow of her eyes is a little too bright and too dim. But the giant.
Lacey takes a seat and he like pops down like it's like a log, sits down on it like, yeah, go ahead, take a look. And as you're looking over the giant's body, hill giants can eat. Yes.
Oh no.
So like the hill giant can eat the hill giants will like eat dirt, and they're fine. So like the hill giant can eat just about everything. I imagine you go over and like part of your thing is like you do a heal, and there's not really much change. There's still like the big heavy breaths in and out, but the hill giant's not moving too much. You're pressing on the stomach. Doesn't seem to be anything in there, but like hill giants are like, it's very hard for like a hill giant to go down in sickness. You're trying to figure this out. What's going on with this hill giant? As you're looking around, and you're checking all over the hill giant, and what are you doing right now?
I'm kind of like scanning the horizons and like trying to stay hyper vigilant to make sure nothing like
it is
pops out at us.
Dark. Like it's the sun's down.
Okay.
You know? And you're just like walking around like being like making sure nothing's happening.
I feel like she would be like trying to like be as quiet when she's walking as possible to hear.
Are you going far or are you staying close?
No, I'm staying close, but like
Okay.
kind of circling just to make sure that she doesn't hear like someone coming after them.
You can simmer on down, it's alright. Like Lacey's like, simmer on down. It's
I
all
like
right.
Lacey.
As you are like going over the body, this like dressed decently, like kind of farmerish. Lacey's got like one leg crossed over, and as you check over the giant's body, you pull back on one of the giant's like fat neck flaps, and you see that there are two pricks in the side of the giant's neck. And Lacey goes, I just figured we could do a little bit of talking. And he gives you a big smile. And you see that there are, in fact, vampire fangs on Lacey.
Nice!
And we're going to come back
Awesome!
next session. You absolutely know what a vampire is. And given what this previous thing, the giant's problem is he's low on blood.
Yep.
This isn't something you can do with heal. He needs to eat more food.
Yeah.
So Lacey's just here to talk.
Okay.
And we'll come back to that next session.
Alrighty.
Leaving us on a cliffhanger. I'm That's rude.
You
I
and
love
I are in
Cornelius.
danger.
Yeah.
We're in danger with a capital D.
I'm in danger.
I mean, this was obviously never a good idea
Yeah.
when Collin lured you away from
No,
the city.
I was fully expecting, like, okay.
I thought I wasn't gonna get Soleil. I thought it was gonna be just you, and it's gonna be you alone, the vampire, and a giant that he's already felled.
Like, Cho knew that it was bad, but she's like,
You have a tactician.
it's required. I have to
He's
go.
just here to talk.
I'm just here to talk. That's fair.
If they investigated the kid, would he have had blue bones?
How the fuck
don't
have
know.
we been able to tell?
Because he was wearing ragged clothes. You can kind of get a sneak peek.
I mean, Dragonborn skills.
Well, see you guys next week.
Bye.